Okay, so we wanted to bring these Zooms back, but we're going to do them the first Monday of every month, and hopefully, everyone can make it. If you have questions, if there's something specific that you guys want trainings on, message your sponsor, message myself, Christy, Kat, whomever, and we'll make sure that we touch on those things during these trainings if there are things that can wait. So, I always like to start my calls off with team shout outs. I want everyone for the month, for the week, whatever, to be recognized. It's not always about enrollments and volume. Sometimes it's just effort, consistent posting and good, really good posts, things like that. Christy is a big one that I need to shout out right now. She came back into the business with taking some time off, and girl has been like balls to the wall, on fire, working her tail off. And I really wanted to, she is one of the leaders on my team, and you guys, I had to do these Zooms with her because she has so much to offer. And she works her business sometimes a little bit differently than I do. And so I wanted to collaborate with her. And Kat is my upline if you don't know her. And I want her to be sharing things that she has going on within her team and tips that she has as well. She's been on fire this month, and I'm like a little bit jealous, not gonna lie. So I want everyone to share and touch on some things. We'll try to keep them to an hour or less is what we're going to be trying to do. So my shout outs for the overall month as of right now, I'm going to let, some of them are in my downline, but they're on Christy's team, so I won't do that. I'm going to save that for her. But Charlene and Connor were really big ones this month that I wanted to shout out with consistency, with their posts, with enrollments. Those were two really, really big ones. And obviously Christy that I already shouted out. So I'm going to let Christy and Kat do their shout outs, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. Okay, go.
You go? Okay. Let me grab my report here.
Oh, I can go if you're still pulling up something. So I think I know everybody on here. If I don't know you, I'm Kat. I'm actually the diamond leader of this group, of this team. I'm excited to see so many new faces on here too. And I want to thank Tanya for opening this up for, the entire team, not just her downline. It's great that she's able to share so much with us. And same thing with Christy, taking her time and opening this up for our entire team, one team, one mission. I really appreciate that. For shout outs, I got to shout out Mackenzie. Good Lord, that woman's killing it again. She kills it. I think I just counted earlier today, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mackenzie, but I think you have like 13 enrollments this month. Or it's probably more, but you're muted.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know. I counted and I do have 13. I've been trying to focus more though on doing my daily posts. Tanya, your power hours have been awesome every single day to give me ideas. I'm working, I'm really working for that car bonus, and I my BPV right now is like, I think it's almost 21.
So Mackenzie, tell the people that are new, when you get that car bonus, what that means for you each month, that you maintain the car bonus.
So what do I personally need to maintain to keep
No,
it?
no. What does it do to benefit you? Like, how much extra are you going to get?
$600.
$600 extra a month on top of your commissions.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But, and I know we can save this till after, but that brings me to I actually do have a question about that, but I can honestly message it too at a different time. So
Okay. All right. And then I also have I see Adriana on here and Carolyn on here, and they are brand new, and they've both signed a couple of loyal customers. Matter of fact, Adriana signed her first one today, so yay. Carolyn has been, oh my gosh, she went and she took the training. You guys, if you don't think the boot camp is serious, she did everything in order the way it was supposed to. And she had all, like, I can't tell you just like what it does for you when you actually do it and look at the videos and stuff. Like, she has done so much stuff that I'm like, I see her do something and post something. I'm like, dang, usually I get 100 questions about that from somebody, but I know it's in the training and stuff like that. So I know that she's doing it. So yay for you for doing that. Demi is not on here, but Demi, I think she was going to be on here. Maybe she is. I don't know. I can't tell. But she's been great. I think Charlene just jumped on Tanya, so you probably want to shout her out. But you guys, I'm just so excited to have such a good team. Yeah, you did. I'm so excited to be, part of this journey with all of you. This team, like, we surpassed, for my downline, with all of the team and everything, surpassed over 200 distributors, which is a big deal for me. So thank you all for working hard, and I can't wait till you guys are all diamond and have a team like this. That's all.
Okay, I'll shout out Annette and Jenny, because first of all, those two, Annette was all on board. I know Jenny was kind of reluctant, and then she got all on board, but those two ladies have like crushed it this month, and it's just absolutely ridiculous to see you guys do that. It just blows my mind, because I know you guys were the two that always have the questions for me, and you're always coming to me and telling me like, oh, I don't know, kind of reluctant to do things, but you guys are my top two distributors this month. So good job, ladies.
Who was? No. Who was the distributors? No.
I will say.
Oh, are you on here too? Oh, Mom, you're on here too.
Don't look at me. I look horrendous. I had the Zoom app on my phone, but not on my iPad, so I had to figure out a way to get on. So.
Okay.
I love you, my girl.
You're on here too, and you did awesome too. You were my third person, but I didn't see you pop on here.
That's okay.
Hey, Tanya.
Your team has absolutely been on fire, just like constantly in my reports, obviously in your reports. And I'm so stoked to have you back and see the fire that's in you, because you have not stopped from the second that you started. So I'm super excited. I wanted to touch on, hopefully everybody knows and you've been staying plugged in, Green Carpet is happening this week, and Kat will be attending. So the importance of being plugged in and kind of piquing everybody's curiosity within your network on Facebook, Instagram, things like that. I had posted in one of the power hours in our team chat and in the April Rockstar group, where I've been posting daily power hours, is putting up certain posts maybe to start piquing that interest throughout the week. We have something new happening being announced on Friday. Who wants to be the first to know? Or things like that, keeping people interested, wanting to come back and see your page on Friday. I personally like the posts about something new happening on Friday. Who wants to be the first to know? Because one, they're already telling you that they're interested in either business and or products, and it kind of gives you a list of people to automatically reach out to. So I'm super excited. We don't know what that is. Kat told me that it's going to be announced on Friday. So start gearing up your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever, with getting people excited about what is to come on Friday. Staying plugged into Mark's page, the It Works page, team pages, because when it all announces, it's going to boom. My suggestion and my tip for that is having your list of potentials. Have your list, spend the next couple of days buckling down and making sure you have your hundreds list, okay? All potential customers that you have had, your current customers, potential distributors that you've had, have a list ready. Because when things like this get announced, I, for one, can say that I have really slacked off in this department of organization. And when things get announced, I'm sitting there going, who do I message? You know, and it's just putting up random posts. I want to not only put up a post sharing what's happening and what's new, but I want to have specific people to reach out to. So make sure that you are organized with that information. And I'm sure that a lot of us leaders are going to have sample messages and things like that that you guys can send out to your potentials as well. Kat, do you have anything to share?
I just do want to reiterate, like, Green Carpet, it's not only going to be product announcements, it's going to be other types of announcements too. So I'm thinking, you know, I can't say 100% because I don't know, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be maybe some BOGOs, maybe some more bundled packs. We have a lot of good bundled packs right now that are super good priced. So I can only imagine what this is going to be. But I'm sure it will be some kind of products special as well. I hope it is anyway. So be looking out for that. And like Tanya said, you guys, if you're not posting at least once or twice a day about this business, nobody knows that you're doing it. So you need to be sure that you're posting. And if you're worried about what people think, ask those people that you're worried about to write a check for your mortgage every month. And if they won't do that, then don't worry about what they say about you. It's that simple. When I first got on, like when I first started, I was worried about what people thought. And then I started thinking, crap, they're not paying my bills. And then 8 months later, when I was getting checks because I was made $12,000 in bonuses within 8 months, I figured it out. So you guys don't wait that long to figure it out. This business, it can be amazing. It can do amazing things for you. So get that out of your head, what other people are thinking, and just go balls to the walls. Sorry for the expression, but it's a good one.
If anyone knows me, they know the expressions I use. I don't think they're fazed by that one. I'm going to piggyback off of that just a little bit. I know that we have a lot of newbies on here. We've had a lot of new team members join our team with the promotion that we had. And I understand the fear of posting on social media and the idea of thinking that you're bothering people. I want you to think about yourself for a moment. And I kind of put this back on my new distributors who are really nervous is how many times did you tell me no before you started? So all of those no's that you're hearing, I mean, you have to understand that a majority of the people, whether they are customers or distributors, at some point said no, which is why our consistency is super, super important. There are a lot of people, there's some on here that want to work their business, you know, mouth to mouth rather than, did I even say that right? Mouth to mouth, whatever.
Face to belly.
To face, like, okay, it's Monday.
Mouth to mouth is fun.
Kirsten said that sounded perverted. No.
Oh my Lord.
It was a little bit, let's not get off track.
How
Okay.
about belly to belly?
Belly to belly, okay, versus social media. I am all for that, doing parties and talking to people because it's all about relationships. Just keep in mind the market that you are missing on social media. When I started, I had zero intention of putting my business on social media. That is like 99%. Don't roll your eyes, Kat. And that is 99% of where all of my business distributors and customers come from. So it's a very big market that you'll be missing if you're not going to utilize social media. That's that. Okay, so we've covered our shout outs. We have talked about what's upcoming with the new launch and things being announced at Green Carpet. And then I kind of want everyone to share about, let's see, with Kat and Christy to really share what's been working for them and what are a few things that they do every single day to work their business. Especially with Christy, I want you guys, like, she's so busy. So it's not like all of us have just, you know, this is what we do full time. She's crazy busy. So I like to hear the tips that she has and how she works this business in.
Honestly, I have a couple hours in the morning before my day gets really busy. My day gets super busy once I pick the boys up from school, then it's all about them. So I sit down for a couple hours in the morning and make a few posts. And I know that not everybody is up and awake when I am, but when they're scrolling through Facebook and people are commenting on my posts, those posts I post early in the morning are going to pop up on their timelines later in the day as people are commenting on them and whatnot. So I kind of back off for a few hours in mid-afternoon and then hop back on at night and catch back up with everyone. So I know a lot of people get real busy with work during the day, so at least my people on my Facebook aren't really on during the day. So I've tried to post in the morning and then hop back on later at night, or my two busy times. And what else?
What are some things other than just the posting that have helped you be so successful so quickly, starting back up again?
Just starting relationships with people again, and just honestly not jumping in so negative this time with it. And people are going to say no, and let them say no and move on and have a different relationship with them than I do the people who want to actually jump in and either join the business or try the products. I don't push. And if people, I have a couple people who have been messaging me more recently who I've talked to a couple of years ago about it. And I have people who jump on like, oh, well, I saw your post, I'm interested. Are you? Because you said that 3 weeks ago with my other post you were interested in. And when I gave you information, you kind of just like, bye, like, where'd you go? So I'm not going to chase people. If, I had somebody comment on one of my posts, okay, I'm ready to jump all in with you. I said, okay, I'm ready for you too, but that's pretty much all I said to them. So, yeah, I just, I talk to people who really want to do it, and kind of whoever's, I guess, pretending they want to do it. I don't know what to say about that, but.
I hear you. Kat, what has been, you've really been on fire this month. What is something you have been doing or even doing differently this month than you have been doing previous months?
I can honestly tell you it's consistency. Some of the girls that signed with me this month, I literally asked them the month I started 2.5 years ago. Yeah. So it's complete consistency. I've been talking to them for 2.5 years about this business, and it's never giving up on them because I believe in them. And that's my big thing is, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't ask. I do the posts, but I don't pursue a lot of people. I believe in quality over quantity. And I just think that having good distributors that I can work with is going to be key to my business. And it's really consistency and reminding them that you believe in them, that they can do this. That, and then I always try to, and I don't know if it's that I try to do it or just naturally now, like it works as part of my life, 100% part of my life. If it wasn't for It Works, I wouldn't be traveling like I do. I wouldn't be seeing my granddaughter like I do. I wouldn't be here like Kirsten. I wouldn't be here for the birth of the next one. I don't have to ask anybody for time off anymore. So I believe that it's just naturally like on my social media now. And I've been like recently I've just been tagging hashtag because of It Works, because it is because of It Works that I was able to take on a Monday afternoon, take my 6-year-old granddaughter that lives 1,000 miles away from me strawberry picking. Like those kind of things I couldn't do when I had a full-time job. So it's just consistency and being passionate about the business that you have and the products you have. The products have changed my life. The business has changed my life. And you have to be passionate about that. People can see through that if you're not passionate.
I agree. Okay, I wanted to, Christy, check your messenger. That's number 1. And 2, do you guys have any questions at all about how things, because I know we have some new faces on here, how things have been going for you, a struggle that you have, something that's been working for you. Do you have any specific questions for us at all? Don't be shy. No.
Oh, I was gonna ask. So Tanya, we're gonna do this the first Monday of every month. I know this is kind of mid-end month. You want to do it? I don't even have my calendar. My computer crapped outside. My phone velcroed to my monitor.
So it would be the 30th.
It would be what?
The 30th of April. Just kidding. Yeah, the it's the 7th of May. Oh my God, could it be any more Monday? The 7th of May is going to be the first Monday of the month.
Okay, we want to wait. We're gonna wait till the 7th. I just want, now that everybody's on the Zoom, that's what I was gonna.
What I was thinking is Monday, May 7th will be kind of like our kickoff for the month and a training that we do, things like that. But I am sure, so stay tuned, that whether it be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, anytime between, I would say Friday and the 30th, when everything is announced with a product, if that's what it is, I believe so, and promotions and things like that, I'm sure at some point we're kind of all going to come together and decide to hop on and kind of talk a lot of you guys through how we're going to work with that. That's what I was thinking, Christy.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, and then I have some different prizes and stuff set aside for our team. So I thought that just pay attention to our pages, guys, because I'm going to put a competition out for this week and especially Friday when the new product launches.
Yeah. Okay.
So get excited.
Last but not least, I'm going to totally put her on the spot real quick, is I wanted Mackenzie to share briefly about some things that she has been doing to get her hustle on the way that she has, because last month and still this month, she's killing it with LC enrollments like crazy. So Mackenzie, if you don't mind sharing quickly a few things that that have been working for you.
No problem. I think like what Kat was saying, it's really consistency, and really thinking outside of the box a little bit. So, for example, a couple times this week, I messaged a loyal customer who I've had for quite a while and I have a good relationship for, and who I know has been on the fence about trying a new product. So I said to her, she's been wanting more wraps because she's loving the wraps. So I said to her, because I have, I think, 23 wrap rewards to use. So I was like, why don't I order some of those? And I said, for every person you can refer to me, and I didn't even say sign, because if they can be referred to me, I feel like I can kind of take it from there for the most part. Then I will send you a wrap. Like, that's kind of where the level I'm at this week, because I'm pushing. Plus I have so many wraps built up. Or, I called my friend who hosted a party for me last Friday. I think it was the 13th. I said, hey, I know you had said that there are some girls on your list that either couldn't come, and I wanted to also make sure I didn't miss anybody that was interested that couldn't be there, that I didn't get in touch with afterwards. So, and you know what she did? She's like, Ken, do you care if I just share your message from this morning, like tag some people? Because I know these girls are not going to care. So she took my post that I put this morning about the blowout coffee sale, and she tagged a bunch of her girls, which are all friends of some of the people at the party. She tagged them all in it, and it got sent to all of them. And then what it did is it hopefully will create some, other openings that way. I've been trying to do more posts about the products, but really, guys, I get on my messenger and I don't know. I know, Kat, I think you uploaded that form I was talking to you guys about when I interviewed last week about the host to post, the potential LCs, the notes, the potential DTs and the notes, and I keep everything up to date on this. Well, I go through this on a daily basis and I update it and I say, okay, now is the time when I need to message this person again. You know, somebody, I think it was Kat, you asked me last week, like, when is enough? When do you say? And afterwards I thought about that and I'm like, it depends on the person, but I sometimes will point a little bit to the point of obnoxious without like getting them pissed off at me. You know, I don't know. I kind of just get a sense of where they're at and see how far I can push them, because some of them, I just know they want to try a product and there's other reasons holding them back. But it really is just staying up to date. But I'm telling you right now, this month, I wouldn't be where I'm at with the 13 or my PBV without, am I on mute still? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wouldn't be cause I was the party this month, I think. And I feel I made a goal for myself that I'm going to try to do some form of a party every month.
I like that.
And then the other thing too is like, let's try an online party, or, you know, there's different ways you can kind of go about it. I was at the pool today talking to a lady from Canada. I had my Blitz card. Do you think that do you think I accidentally dropped it out of my beach bag? No. Yesterday I put up a post and I'm like, why am I sitting here with 5 women in the pool who are talking about weight loss and nutrition, and I'm sitting here frozen? I've never been able to not have a conversation about any of our products, and I could not bring myself to get in that pool and talk to them. So I sat down on the edge and I kind of was like, and then I finally found like my point where I could jump in, and this lady took over, and like before 3 of them could ask me a question what they wanted to ask me, she had taken control of the whole conversation. And then I got an eye roll, and then it was just done. I gave a few of them my information and I was like, okay, you know what? But then I keep a positive attitude. I'm like, on to the next. Like, I'm not going to respond in a negative way. I have been told no so many different times in so many different ways, some pretty mean, that I kind of just roll with it. I'll have to, I feel like, because let's just be real. Some people will talk shit about it works, just like any other small business.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like if I'm really honest and true to myself, and I'm true with the way I share our products, because I do believe in them, then that's where it's going to come into play, where the success and the happiness is. So
I
I
love
don't know
it.
if that helped at all.
It did. It really sounds like you do a lot of yours behind the scenes and in Messenger more than anything.
Well, and that's the thing, like, I wish, I like today I just threw up something about our toner. The other day it was about something I was wearing. Like, I'm trying more and more, and I do just still need to go live, because it is important. You know, me signing LCs is awesome. Like, I'm super proud of myself for that and the support I get from it, but I still have so much to learn. And for this 3-month promotion, I had probably 15 DTs that I had like kind of on the fence, and it was tough. And I could have really I at one point was like, I said to myself, I'm like, do not let this get you down, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was going to get a bad taste in my mouth, and I was going to want to stop just for like a week or so, because I started to get a little annoyed. One day,
DT's not wanting to sign, you mean?
just being on the fence, and I just couldn't like figure out like a way to kind of, but then I had to take a step back and tell myself, like, it's a completely different than signing an LC, you know, like it's not even a quarter as simple. But I do have to tell one funny thing real quick, and So I had this girl who 3 weeks ago, when the promotion first got announced, she did a host a post for me. Then I started talking to her about the business because she already seemed to know about some of the products. So then the first promo ends, she's still on the fence. I messaged her the next morning. Thank God it got extended. I fell asleep with my little boy last night. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. It did. Till this day. Okay. So she's still on the fence after that one. She's still on the fence as we speak. But the next morning, so I think it was Friday. I was on my way to the airport on Friday, and I'm in the car with my boyfriend, and all of a sudden I just got like so pissed, and I kind of like dropped the F-bomb. He's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, this girl just put up a post about similar to mine yesterday about my keto hot chocolate, except she's talking about keto coffee with chocolate greens in it. And she's a girl I've been trying to sign for 3 weeks, and she put it up on her page. So then I'm thinking to myself, she signed with somebody else, and I've been giving her like endless amounts of info, not personal stuff about our teams, but for 3 weeks, which is fine. And I still to this day would have done it. But then I was like, she turned around and signed with somebody else. And I just sat there, and he's like, you don't know the whole story. So I'm just about to start messaging this girl. And I had to take a step back because I'm like, I don't need to, do this right now. And when push came to shove, she was still really on the fence. So she's just scared.
I will kind of like branch off of that real quick and I'm sure Kat can attest for this. I'm sure that Christy can, as well as myself, as long as we've been doing it, is that I think we get really caught up in the follow-ups and, there's a promotion. You have to start this now because there's a promotion. And the bottom line is I would rather, this is where mindset is everything, because when you have a big promotion, and there were some people even within this team are like, why can't I get anyone to sign up for $49? Like it's half price, right? You have just try and keep in mind that it's quality over quantity. If they're not ready to jump, it doesn't mean that they won't, but maybe when they do, even if it's 6 months from now, maybe they'll be ready to hit the ground running. There's timing and everything. So I can follow up so much, and I'll never quit on somebody, quit following up like Kat was talking about, but it's definitely kind of give them a break from the follow-up and just really love on them as a person and their posts and, aside from business, and kind of allow people to be ready when they are ready rather than, okay, well, we're having a promotion, so I should just now, but I'm not really ready. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
That
when you think about it, like you go from 99 to 49. Some people that's a huge big deal. Some people it's not. It's whatever the person's situation is. But when they're signing up to be a distributor for a company, that's not the only thing that's going through their mind when they're signing on to do something like this. And I totally get the timing for everybody too. Like they have to be in the right place and frame of mind and like in place in their life as well. So we're thinking sometimes, as I'm guessing, like it's about the money thing, but it's just not. Like in the big picture of things, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Christy, do you have anything else you want to share?
I was just going to jump on that because I know the promotion, the $49 promotion ended Saturday night. So Sunday afternoon on the way home, I just threw up a post real fast. Would you post on social media if you made $500 a month or something like that? And that post blew up, and I had 4 people message me. I didn't message them. I didn't jump out to them and say, yeah, I want to do this. And I'm like, but okay, so for the past 3 weeks, I've been telling you that it's $49, and now 12 hours later, you're ready to jump on. I don't know. I didn't even ask. I just gave them the information. I didn't even ask because I think I messaged you, Tanya, and I was like, what is wrong with people? So I don't know. I guess they needed 12 hours and they didn't care about the extra $50. I don't know.
True, because
So,
like
yeah.
Becky said, it depends on people's financial situations. Because some they've been wanting to do it, and maybe they can swing $50, but they can't swing 100. Like that's real life for some people. Kat wouldn't have been able to sway me either way. Like if it was a $10 kit or a $50 kit, like if I wanted to do it, it's when I wanted to do it. And quite frankly, I paid $100 and told her I wasn't going to do anything with it anyway. Here I am. So there's that. Kat, do you have anything you want to touch on?
I just want you all to know that, to believe in yourself, step out of your comfort zone. This business can and will be amazing for you if you stay consistent. You can't expect things overnight. Things just don't happen overnight. I like to tell, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, but I tell people this. My first check was $16 and some change. My 8th check was over $3,000. So I got that kind of raise within 8 months' time. And I've been in the business now 2.5 years, so figure that part out. But the potential is there. Just do not give up on yourself. Don't care what other people say. Don't care about, like Mackenzie with the eye rolls, the lady in the pool. Like I remember, Mackenzie, when you said that, I had a similar story. We were out at a beach bar, go figure, having drinks, go figure, that's where I was. But I remember I had on my gear, I had on my jacket because it was a cool night, and there was this group of young girls, and might have just had some of them looked older than me, just gonna say that. But anyway, I remember one of them popping off, and she was going to be cute with her boyfriend sitting there and stuff, and she's like, that's not real. And I just, without a beat, I was just like, well, my paycheck says it's real. And like everybody in that table was like, oh my God, like I know she had to have shrunk right there. But we just have to get that mindset and forget about, the people like that, because they're never going to understand this business. They never experienced anything like this, so they're not going to understand it. They think that they should have to go to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or whatever. And trust me, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I did it for 100 years. And that's how our family survived. And I made good money when I didn't do this. But you just have to remember like what your goals are, what your why is, the reason why you're doing this. Is it to be a stay-at-home mom with your kids? I mean, I wish somebody would have offered me this business when my kids were young, because I missed so much. The day that I had to call my oldest daughter, who was graduating in Texas from college, and I was in Arizona, at this time I didn't have this business with me, and tell her I couldn't come to her college graduation, I swore that I would find another way, because I couldn't get off work. They would not allow me to be off work. And I swore I'd find a different way that my grandkids wouldn't have go through that with me. If my grandkids want me there, I'm going to be there. So just remember, like, long term. That's the only key that I can just say. Long term. You've got to think of the big picture, what it's going to be for you. I mean, you're going to be working 20, 30, 40 years anyway. And you ain't going to have no Social Security time the government's done. So, what's wrong with putting 5 or 6 years into this business and seeing what it does for you?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And I think one of the biggest fears that we talked about before was, we're going to have haters. We're going to have people that are going to say no. That's just the way of it. But like I said, keep it in mind when you are feeling discouraged. One, utilize your sponsor, your upline, or somebody. And, Christy's under me, and I can't tell you how many times between me and Christy or me and Kat, and I'm like, this month is just not working out for me. And it's a 5-minute pep talk, and then it's like, okay, get your shiz together and get back on track. But, you need that. It's not, I don't want anyone to feel like no one else is going through this and I need to like keep it all bottled up and I'm just terrible at this. And, it's just not my thing. There are months where I'm like, I've been doing this. I'm coming up on 2 years at the end of May. And I'm like, God, this month is not working for me, you know? And I like to reach out to other people that are not even associated with my team and ask them, you know, what's working for you, what's not. And one of the things within our team chat and in the team pages and part of these Zooms is kind of being able to come together and have relationships with each other, because whether you are, you know, family on here or you're going to be meeting each other as friends on here and all of this interaction with the team, these are people you can reach out to and say, man, you know, Charlene, I've seen your name pop up in, you know, the team chat or in the team pages and you're killing it. What are you doing? We are very much, you know, one team, one mission with everything, and feel free to reach out to one another and connect. A lot of some really strong friendships have come of this. And speaking of the haters and hearing no's, I was someone that Kat was terrified to reach out to about this business. I was what you would call on her chickens list. Her daughter used to babysit my girls. And I will never forget the day that Kat started this business, you guys, and she put her first post up on Facebook. Her daughter was coming over that day to babysit for my girls. And I looked her in the face and I said, Harley, I'm deleting your mom from my Facebook. I can't even believe she started this. I was like infuriated. Like I was Kat's hairstylist. And when she would come in for her hair appointments, I'm like, Jesus help me. Like, this is what we're going to be talking about. You know, it's going to be like shoved down my throat. I was the biggest hater. I wanted nothing to do with her on it whatsoever. I didn't even want to see her on my Facebook. I saw her hit one of her bonuses and I was like, girl, tell me about it. Tell me about it. But it was her consistency. I didn't block her because I'm a nosy person like that. And a lot of people think you're going to get blocked, you're going to get unfollowed, unfriended, whatever. Some people will. But let's be real, is that most people are too dang nosy to want to delete you anyway. That's the truth. I would go to Kat's page to see what stupid stuff I thought she was posting about. But I wanted to delete her the day she started it. So I'm one of the biggest haters that Kat probably knows. And I've been with her for almost 2 years now. So you can't, let that kind of stuff discourage you. We're all in it together. We all go through the highs and the lows together. We've all seen it. You can't be afraid to reach out to your upline because chances are she's already been through what you're experiencing. So,
and here's the thing about with Tanya signing with me. Yes, I was consistent with my posting and all that stuff, but I don't feel like in Tanya's shop when we were having conversation, I am not one of those pushy people. Like I'm, not over the top pushy. So I felt like I still had a relationship with her outside of it works. And that was, I think, was most important is she trusted me. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but you actually trusted me outside of it works as a real person.
That's true. And then she shoved a product down my throat and then I signed up like a few days later. It's how it worked. I don't know that she ever brought it up, but I will tell you when she talks about trust, it was her talking to me about a product. It was her talking to me about the greens, because if you know me, I was 3 cans of Red Bull a day. That's how I survived on life with 2 kids and a husband that acts like a third child. Okay. That's how I survived, was Red Bull all the live long day. And we were leaving my shop after a hair appointment and I went to get my Red Bull and she asked me to try the greens. You guys, she told me I had to take a selfie, like as proof that I took it, because she knew that I'd probably be like, no thanks. I wanted nothing more than to hate what she gave me. I wanted to try it. I wanted to be able to message her later and say, that was disgusting. Can we be done talking about this now? And I had the 25-minute drive home from work. So from work to my house, I had drank the greens on my way home. And when I got home, I had like crazy amounts of energy. And I was like, shit, like it actually worked for me. It gave me energy. And what I was going through my mind is my mom would love this. My cousin would absolutely love this. We're always talking about how we take like daily naps. Like it was going through my mind the people I was thinking of. It was not just the relationship, but she thought of me and what my needs were when she reached out. That's that. Christy, do you have anything you want to touch on before we let these ladies get back to the evening?
I'll touch on that. I was a complete bitch to Haley when she asked me to join, and I told the girl that I started that was that I became an LC under. I told her no for about 9 months, almost a year, because I had tried Isogenics, I had tried this, that, or the other thing, and just nasty products, and you had to spend, $600-700 a month for these kits on things, and I just said no and didn't even listen. And then about 9 months later, the girl that I signed as an LC under just said, you can just try like one product, in it 3 months, and you don't like it, you don't have to do anymore. And that's what sold me on it, was, okay, I can spend $30, much as I spent at the store trying other random crap. Let me try it. And then I was hooked and used the products off and on for a while. And then, but then the post, the It Works post, when this started to blow up through my Facebook, annoyed me. I blocked people. I blocked people. I told Haley no. And then when she started posting about her bonuses, I messaged her and I was like, fine, let me try it. And I still was negative for about almost a year, not really getting into it. And that's when I took some time off. And then January, I messaged Tanya and I said, okay, I'm back in. I'm a different person now. I like myself a little bit more, and I'm going to try to be a nicer, more understanding person. So let's do this. In January. And then Tanya messaged me and said she was rolling around, flopping on the floor. So
you guys, I was on cloud 9. You have those people that either you want to start with you or that do start with you. And she didn't even start with me. She started with somebody that I signed. And okay, I wish I might spend the rest of the evening, Christy, by the way, scrolling back in my messages. When Haley was messaging you, she messaged me how she was messaging you. And
yep.
We had this whole conversation about you. And you just have this certain feeling about somebody. And for me, that was Christy. And she wasn't even someone that I enrolled. So when she kind of fell off for a little bit, you have to understand people's personal lives come into play and things like that. And I cannot have the same expectations for Christy that I have for myself, because everyone is unique in what they have going on in their lives. But it was such a dagger to the heart when she stepped away for a while. And when she messaged me, she's starting back up again, you guys, I was literally in my living room, jumping up and down, doing a happy dance. And my husband's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, Christy's back! So pumped. It was obnoxious.
I don't even think I jumped back in. I don't even think I jumped back in with trying.
Or two on Facebook, and I messaged you don't toy with me.
She said she was going to conference, and that's where it all hit.
Yeah, I lost my mind at that one too. So
that was what I was gonna say. You guys, start saving now for conference. Conference will completely turn your business around, completely turn your relationships around with everyone on this team. You have to be at conference next year, and I think when they start selling tickets October, November, right?
Yeah. I think conference is usually the first week in February, and you'll fly to Tampa. So keep in mind, the cost of your ticket, cost of airfare. A lot of people room together, so there's a lot of sharing with that. But yeah, if you can save even $50 a week or $25 a week, even, between now and then, which, for a lot it's doable. If not, let's work something out too. If you have keto coffee, for every 2 LCs you sign, you get wrap rewards. Let's start slinging some wraps and getting cash and saving up for that. That's a huge, huge event. Super important. Yeah, that's that. That's what. Do you guys have any questions at all? Perfect. Okay. So this was kind of our kickoff. This is what you can expect. Typically, we have some sort of a training on something specific, whether it be messaging or parties, things like that. So again, if you have questions between now and May 7th when we have our next Zoom, just reach out. Please stay plugged into Team Chats and Team Pages, because once everything drops on Friday when Kat is at Green Carpet, everything's going to blow up, and I'm sure we're all going to hop on a Zoom at some point to kind of gather our thoughts and game plan about that. Cool?
And if you're still in boot camp, get those 4 customers so y'all can get to the big team pages.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff in there.
Awesome. All right, you guys, I'm sure we'll be talking next week. Otherwise, I'll see you on the 7th.
Thank you.
Bye.